Welcome, all you fantastic vendors out there. We are at the mothership today, back in Dallas, Texas. Been in Dallas, Texas all week. Had NAMA 2024 here. Incredible event. Really awesome. I'm going to be covering NAMA over the next few weeks. A lot of content here to go over with you. A lot of cool videos. Really, first of all, by telling it was great to see all you guys who traveled to come to NAMA in Dallas and stop by and see me and spend a lot of time. We had an excellent time with people I didn't think I'd ever meet, frankly. So thank you for all you guys who came down and enjoyed and spent your time with me and team. And even a lot of you came here to the mothership here in Vista Ridge Mall in Lewisville, Texas. Lot of things to cover. Lot of new discoveries at NAMA. I'm going to share with you. But probably the most incredible thing I saw at NAMA this year was, besides people and besides all the food. I tell you what, by the way, it was incredible food there. Vistar booth was off the chain. 365 party was crazy good. Vistar after party was really good. And thank y'all for Vistar and 365 for having us. We certainly did crash it. But let me go on back to one of the most profound items I saw at NAMA this year was smart coolers. Smart coolers, the presence of smart coolers everywhere. Probably 40% of the show was product and new products and coffee products and food products, but probably another 40% of the show was smart coolers and micro markets. So predominantly smart coolers and micro market kiosk and racks and items for micro markets, and probably 20%, maybe less, percentage was vending machines. So a lot of products, ton of smart coolers, ton of micro market items, and just a small percentage of vending machines, which that was surprising me. It just shows you where the industry's going. Doesn't mean the customer's always going to vote with smart coolers and micro markets and vending, but certainly was eye-opening. I have yet to, as an operator, operate a smart fridge. Would love people's feedback on that. Can't wait to get them on location. I do have a couple in mind to try, to get them on location to see these AI smart coolers and what they're all about. And if they truly do work, do they truly grow sales, and do they capture the loss that they say that they do not capture? So, shrinkage is part of the micro market business. We just got to make sure those smart fridges don't allow more shrinkage than a micro market. But it's kind of weird because I see smart fridges as obviously the current trend, but I do see them very similar to a micro market. I'm trying to wrap my head around why the smart fridge over just a micro market. I mean, a mini market, let's say, a cooler full of drinks with a kiosk right next to it. Don't really understand how the smart fridge is a better business. But hey, when micro markets first came out, I said, oh, nobody's going to use those. So, I was wrong. I was wrong about those, and I eventually became exclusive micro markets. So, it should be interesting to see where that goes. Again, awesome to see all the vendors there. We ate a ton. I'm still bloated from that thing. And I know most of the guys are too. But I will start reviewing all this content and data with everybody kind of one by one and walk you through the booth. Well, basically walk you through NAMA and walk you through some booths that I entered. I didn't go to all the booths, but covered a lot of them, and I'll share them here. A lot of food booths. I went to a lot of food booths. Well, you'll see me sneaking some pastries and chocolates everywhere. I couldn't lay off. I don't think any of us could lay off those, but that was fun. All right. With that, we'll probably go ahead and start getting into walking you through NAMA and all these booths and how awesome it was. This is a tremendous show. Let's go with number one booth here. I found one of the most intriguing booths was Vending Solutions. So we entered in this Vending Solutions booth. All right, one of the most interesting, and I'll lead off with one of the most interesting booths I noticed there was Vending Solutions. Not really sure where they're out of. I know Mark Bautista has told me about Vending Solutions for a while, and I dealt with a guy over there named Ryan that walked me through some pretty cool things. One of the coolest things was the hybrid micro market vending. When I say hybrid, had a 5800 glass front with a micro market rack system, chips, peg bags, and then a kiosk, and then a food cooler. So let me just map that out. You'll see here in the video, food cooler, micro market rack with a kiosk, and a BevMax. Well, that's kind of cool, right? How's that work? Well, the BevMax actually is integrated with the kiosk, micro market kiosk. So I honestly think that was one of my favorite things there. If you didn't want to jump right into micro markets, you kind of get your toes wet there. Awesome little setup there. I think it's going to be effective. So you use the kiosk, the door open to get your food, and then you use the kiosk, and the 5800 BevMax will vend at Vending Solutions. I believe they're the only person I saw there that had this set up. Not really sure where they're out of. I'll go ahead and you can DM me, and I'll send you Ryan's information. And yeah, cool setup there. I think they'll produce sales, because ultimately that's all about. It doesn't matter how it looks. Does it produce the results there? So that's kind of number one piece of content there. Yeah, there's Ryan walking me through.
You could actually just do it by selection.
Yeah, oh yeah?
So 206. Just for the demo,
yeah.
We'll do one item.
We'll do one item.
So we would go here, check out, and then we got to pay. So let's see what happens here.
Ryan's buying.
Yeah.
Product, but we're not a tech company.
Hey, look at that.
Item dispenses.
Super cool. Super cool.
Boom.
Jake Paul will be happy.
Awesome.
That's awesome,
yeah, so
man.
this is a new solution we're showing.
And that activates the food too? Or it'll unlock that?
Let me see here. This is brand new. Let's see. Food.
Like how would they see that, or if it's just, yeah, maybe it's, but it could be something that you maybe feed the app or pay, you know.
I guess we'll try it.
Yeah, try it.
But I don't know if it's live.
You purchase, because I know like Kroger, like they'll send you coupons that are very targeted based on your purchases with your Kroger, right? So
Break out
they
the-
know all your or something.
Okay. But in theory, that would work?
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Do you know they sell this kind of BevMax thing that you can hook up to a snack machine too? One
No.
monetary system, yeah. You gotta look for Crane, dude. That'll blow your mind what they do.
This episode is sponsored and valued by Dream Realm Pictures. Dream Realm does all the videography for me. Does a lot of videography for businesses here in Dallas. We're cheap. So if you guys are looking for a videographer to make a short commercial for your vending business, maybe for a presentation, maybe for your website, hit them up. This stuff is cheap and it goes a long way. A lot of value added there. Dream Realm Pictures. Tyler Cambry probably be posting some of this stuff. So just send him a message and see if you can't work a deal with him. I know he's very fair and work with you. Be happy to work with you. Also, another sponsor here is, could it be Evian? No, not Evian. I wish, but I love Evian. Does everybody like Evian? My favorite water from the French Alps. So I try to drink quality water. I might eat an Oreo every once in a while. I knock it down with a glass of Evian. Oh, all jokes aside, Moneta Markets here. I've really been pushing Moneta kiosks here. Mike was there with Moneta. Super guy, fantastic guy. Kiosk is probably one of the most affordable kiosks in the market. And I mean, that gets the job done. There's really no reason to have a bigger kiosk. If you get a big account with over 400 employees, everybody goes to break on the same time, just get 2 of them. I mean, they're $1,600 a piece. They'll get the job done. There is a cash in, cash out one, which is, you know, they're rare, but they are out there. So I'd hit Mike up with Moneta. You can DM me and I'll send you Mike's information, but he's been extremely good to me and trying to transition some of the vendors out of 365. Fees are super low. They're capped at a pretty small rate, so you won't get run over by fees. We know 365 had those parties that we went to for a reason. It's because of them fees. So basically, we got our money back at the 365 party for all the fees that vendors have been paying. But no, Moneta's great. Awesome. Hit Mike up there, and really want to say thank you. And Cantaloupe, say what you want to say about card readers. Randy Parker at Cantaloupe was with me and came here to the shop and trying to work out some details and becoming a distributor for Cantaloupe. But awesome card reader, very easy to transfer, very easy to onboard. And speaking of onboarding, Mike over here at Moneta gets you onboarded in 6 hours, 6 to 10 hours. You go 365, you go to other companies, they take 4 to 6 weeks. Can you imagine getting a huge market and they want their market? It's happened to me. So I'm just going to tell you, got a huge market, you get the deal done. They say, okay, we need you to have the market ready in 2 weeks. Can you do that? You call 365 and 365 says, oh, your onboarding process is 4 to 6 weeks. What are you going to do? I know what I did. I found Moneta. I called him. He had me set up in 6 hours. Kiosk shipped out the next day for cheaper price. It's a no-brainer. But no, we don't all know about it. I didn't know about it. You know, I'm branded like Coca-Cola, just like 365, 365, 365, 365. So, awesome there. What else can I sponsor here? MEI. It's sponsored by, that's it. All right. NAMA, I should say NAMA. NAMA's been good to me. NAMA gave me a lot of my discount code. Discount codes save people a lot of money at the show. So I'm really happy with NAMA. Thank you for that. All right, back to the episode.